Hey folks, Species7 here. How's everybody doing? And welcome back to Survival in Space Engineers. Now, last episode, you may have noticed a few things have changed. Last episode I got a couple of comments, and absolutely right that they were, of a little bit of damage here. The fact that it was kind of dark up here to see anything. So what I actually did was I raised the ship. It was quite a ways down the face of the asteroid. Removed a little bit of the structure here and used all the extra I reached a point where my inventory was so full of steel plate that yeah, I did a little bit of damage. A little bit. That's from moving the ship around. Came close a couple times by the looks of things. That's okay. But yeah, I thought this might help the light situation a little bit, eh? So hopefully. This is a nice thing. This is how easy it is to fix damages that may occur. So there you go. A little bit of extra crushing and stuff that I did by scratching a little close is dealt with. And as I said, I started a platform because I thought what we might do, since all we've got into our refinery at this point is steel plates, and since it does present the problem of we are overshadowed by this upper deck, and that's going to take a long time to take apart. There's a lot of bits and pieces up there. So I thought what we might do is take this apart. It's only steel plate at this point, and just simply start rebuilding all of that over on the platform that I started. So how about we do that? Because like I say, all we have in here, and I mean we have over 1,000 steel plates, but that is all that's in here. So, and I'm almost full. Okay, I gotta be really careful or I'm just gonna end up dropping them all on the deck. So how about what we'll do, there we go. You notice it's a little, because the gravity is actually being supplied by the ship, and the ship is not 100, oop, my suit is low. The ship is not 100% square to the platform. You'll notice things are a little bit oddly angled when you turn your pack off and use the gravity to stand there. I need to, oops. But you can see we are now pretty much above the asteroid. So, ooh, commercial freighter 10,000 meters out. It'd be nice when I get a little tiny ship put together, because then when we see these, we'll actually be able to go out and make the attempt at capturing them and dragging all of their wonderful resources home. So, now, boom. There we go. Yeah. So, I'm going to go to, what is it, 4, I believe. There we are. And we'll start the reactor there instead. So, let's get some of these steel plates that my inventory is absolutely full of, and start using them on here. Wouldn't surprise me if I actually have enough steel plate to finish this part of it. I did a lot of disassembling on that hull to open it up a bit. But the refinery, this is the first piece we need to build, and basically what it'll do is take all the ores that you mine and pop them down into ingots. Basically all your raw materials, it can take them down to ingots, and then what we're going to do is we're going to attach an assembler to it, and the assembler can take those ingots and form them into parts that we need. You know, things like motors, computers, display screens, all of that kind of stuff. So, how are we doing here? Yeah, I figured we'd probably have all the steel plates. Here we go. Now we need construction components. So I can turn my jetpack back on. You'll notice as soon as I do that, I reorient with the deck of the ship. And let's finish taking this thing apart. It's just steel plates. There's like 500 steel plates left, and then it's done. So, and boom! Da 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 da! It has disappeared. Oh, what do we got here? A light armor block? No, a steel plate. Oh, let's pick up the steel plate. 9 steel. Oh, that's when I was cutting up there. That's right. I dropped some because it was full. So there we go. Now we can move that. Now construction components. Now they do appear in a few things, and one of the things they appear in is these. I believe that ramps have them. There we are. 16 construction components, some metal grids, interior plates. Alright. We are going to take this ramp apart. And hopefully we can actually carry everything. Ooh, getting full. Oh, we just managed to get all of it. Okay. So, let's see if that is enough construction components. Okay. Go back to our assembler. Okay, apparently not. We still need another 20-something construction components. So, I think what we're going to want to do here is come underneath and... Ooh. Okay, I have to... I gotta get rid of it. I've got way too much weight on me. So, what I'm gonna do here is at least get rid of some of the weight I've got in steel plate. Lovely. Otherwise, when I start taking that thruster apart, it's not gonna help. Is it actually steel plate I even still have in my inventory? Oh yeah, 894 of them. Okay, so... I'm wondering if maybe the assembler needs any of the parts that I picked up from... the other parts I picked up from that ramp. Their weight's going down a little bit. And as I say, my inventory is actually on 10x. Can you imagine if it was on standard? I'd only be able to pack 400. So, that's why I suggest if you're going single player, whatever else you may set to realistic, set your inventory to 10x. Because keep in mind that, you know, if you're cutting something up and you go a little too far, those parts are going to drop. And if they happen to drop where there's a gravity field that can give them some momentum, they may disappear forever. And we are on very limited resources. Now, so far we've basically been mucking with steel plates. And steel plates are something we have a lot of. Everything else is going to be extremely rare. Alright, that should have gotten rid of enough plates for me to carry on a little bit. Oh, here. Let's get this area just so we have a nicer place to stand while we're working. Okay. Whoopsie! Wrong way. Now, yeah, let's do that. Let's slap the assembler down. I think right beside it there. So, oops, that's not it. There we go, an assembler. Oops. Yay, let's save. You can go outside view as well if you guys were wondering. That's also a possibility. I'm not sure. Ooh, I kind of like that. That works. Although, where are we here? If that's the door there for that one, I think we should probably face this one the same way. Right. I like that. Can we stand it up? Maybe, maybe, maybe. There, I like that. Yeah. I just want to see if that actually... Yep, that's gonna work. Boom. Okay. So the assembler... Well, there we go. That'll take up some of those small steel tubes that we're packing around. Nice. So let's start working on that. And as I say, the assembler, well, pretty much as its name suggests, will take what your refinery builds and assemble it into different gear. Suit energy is low. Alrighty, well, see, we can't get a little bit of this stuff put in here anyway. You've got most of the steel plates put in place. If you look at where the listing of parts is for assembler, where the red bar is moving up, you'll also see that the bottom set of steel plates, it's sort of going a lighter gray. That shows you the progress of the plates that you're putting on. So, yeah, we've almost got all of the steel plates on. Okay, apparently I really need to go and charge up the old suit, so let's do that. Yeah, I meant to point this out to you guys the last time too, the fact that you can in fact do this from an outside view. You don't have to be wandering around in your character's head. I also thought this might moving the ship up might make it a little more visible for when we need to do things like hit up other asteroids, which we will have to do. Now, let's see how close we are to... Can I do any more on it? Yep. Okay. Now we are out of components. So, and I also have enough room that I think I can actually start going after what I wanted to go after, which is this guy. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it has not very many. Steel plates, motors, steel tubes, construction components. But, like I say, not many. Huh. Okay. In fact, not nearly enough. I somehow thought they had a little more. What we may have to do is go and grab ourselves another ramp. That's what I'm thinking. So, if we go up this side and grab this one. There we go. That's all of that. Whoops, that part of it. Got the bits we need. You can stop when you have the parts you need. You don't always have to completely disassemble everything. This little trough in here, this is where I've stored all the ores that I've mined so far. So, and another thing to keep in mind is that when the gravity... Oh, there's some steel plates I dropped on the deck too. When the gravity field is active, you will do damage from doing things like dropping ore on the deck. So always be careful and be very aware of where you're doing things. Oh, great. I'm trying to pick these steel plates up. It's having a hard time focusing on them for some reason. Come on. There we go. The T key picks things up, by the way. So now we have some construction components. Let's come across here and add them. Oh, we're 6 shy. Alright. Okay, I've got an awful lot of weight in steel plates again, so first of all, let's go to 9, where we have our light armor blocks, and put the couple in that we're missing there, and then let's get some welding done on them, shall we? It is one of the biggest issues is dealing with the weight. There we go. So by lightening my steel plate load a little bit, that should allow me to take apart enough items to get the components we need to at least finish one of these poor things off here. Of course, the other thing I can do is go down here and have a look in my inventory. Okay, small steel tubes, 208 kilos, 288 and 153. So let's set those on the ground. Let's set those on the ground. Let's set those on the ground. Okay. There we go, those items are now out of my inventory. And nothing despawns. This isn't that type of a thing. Things don't just miraculously disappear. So all of that stuff I put in there, unless of course I flip the ship upside down and dump it all out, that's where it will stay. The other thing to keep in mind, if I move the ship and that stuff bangs around, it can destroy enough hull to work its way out. So yeah, that's something else to keep thinking of when you're doing different things like storing stuff, is that even if it sits there, it might not be just sitting there. So we're going to start taking apart one of these landing gears. We have to watch our weight here. It's the large steel tubes that are going to kill us for weight. But I think we're going to get the whole thing. Nice. And just so we remember where it was, we're going to leave that much of it intact. Never know, we might want to rebuild that. Okay. Now, switch back over to the torch. We need what? Large steel tubes. Really? And I don't have enough? I know I put small steel tubes away. Now large steel tubes, okay, we did get some from there. I think the other place there's lots of them is thrusters. So how about, let's have a look here. I think I have some thrusters on the very top. Did I? Nope. Alright. How about, alright, we got quite a bank of them here. And what are they going to give us? Large steel tubes, yep, amongst other things. There we go. Well, we might as well take it all. There we are. Seeing as we can fit it all, we might as well take it all. Nice. Well, there are a lot of parts on this. I don't know how much of them are going to be truly scroungeable in the long run. But, well, I mean, it's all scroungeable, but as far as what will scrounge for what. Oh, I still need 8 more large steel tubes, eh? Wow. Got anything I can spare over here? Ooh, yeah. Cool. Some motors, some displays, some computers. Boop. Well, they're coming along. However, we still need some gear, don't we? So, see, I don't at any point want to take away all of any particular one, so I think we'll go back down here, pop this guy. Yeah. Ooh, we're filling up quick. Oh, I'm almost full. Okay, that's all I can pack for the moment. Let's hope some of this is of use. Still need 5 more steel tubes. And 8 motors, and we are still in the red. So, I know it's not steel plates that we need to get rid of, but let's get rid of some. Gotta get the weight down enough to get the rest of those tubes. So this is a fairly long process, as you can see, and quite complicated, and we are still in the very early easy stages. You know, as your building becomes more progressively complex, so do the components that you require. And once we get into actually being able to use the assembler, etc., we will be building some pretty complicated things. Alright. I'd really like to get at least the refinery up and working, because the reason you want to put a refinery together first is so that you can refine your uranium, because you need to keep the reactor going. Because like I said, survival in this game is, whoa, energy. Without energy, you're dead. So speaking of which, let's quickly charge up. Then I'm going to take that other, finish disassembling that one thruster. You can see where we've got just a little bit of it left there. And then I might have to start pulling one of the reactors apart. I don't really want to do that, because what I'd like to do is just simply be able to swap a reactor over. Okay, what are we gonna do? Oh, right. We got to go back and get the rest of this thruster. Okay. Because we need those steel tubes. There we go, we got them all. Nice. We can actually just go right through here. Cool. Alright, now we need some motors. And then that's it. All we need is 6 motors. So, I know we could pop another thruster. They have motors, don't they? No they don't. Okay. So it was landing gear that had motors? Come on. Show me the money. Yeah, we can get motors out of here, so... through the steel plates. There we go. Nice. Oh, come on now. Oops. Well, I didn't hurt myself, but I probably should have been a little closer. So, let's get these motors installed. There we go. We now have a working, fully functional refinery. Cool. Now, if we have a look inside it, this is our interface here. We can place ores in here and produce ingots. So, what I am going to do, and right the heck away, is... I do have a little stash of ore in here, as I showed you guys, in my little trench. So, I'm going to pick out the one we want. I'm also, I guess, going to dump off a little bit of other stuff here. What do we got? Yeah, these things, they weigh a ton. So do these. Wow. So we'll set those down. We'll set those down. And our construction components. Cool. There we go. Get all this neat stuff. Now, what I want from here is, that's iron, stone, ooh, uranium, that's the puppy. Boom. What else we got here? Cobalt, iron, and platinum. Okay, the other thing I was actually hoping I have, I don't think I do. And that would be, silicone. I will need silicone. Now, let's get this open. Now, the reason, of course, we're going to do this particular one first is because this thing uses energy, right? Obviously, to refine the ore, it uses energy. If we're going to start eating energy, we got to start putting it back into the reactor. So, we place this here. We go to our control panel, and I find it'll light up if you turn it off, then light it up again. There we go. Now, it should actually be running. Let's have a look here. Uranium ore, how come it's not? Should be. What's going on here? Refinery off, on. Production. Inventory, okay. Alright, that should be fine. Huh. I know that, oh! Okay. This is a screw up on my part, guys. This isn't attached to the ship, so therefore it cannot draw energy from the ship. So what I'm going to have to actually do is, whoops, other than slamming into the wall, I need to disassemble one of these reactors. So we are going to do exactly that. Exactly that. We're going to disassemble this reactor and rebuild it out on the other deck, and it's exactly the same as we built everything else. Same process. So, we get steel plates. There we go. Computers. Now, reactor components. Yeah, yeehaw. Those are going to fill us up. So, this takes a while because you're going to end up with several thousand of these reactor components, and the problem with that is they're quite heavy, so you're going to end up moving lots of them around, like lots and lots, and of course you do need them, so yeah. Whoa. We will build a reactor right out here in this corner, I think. So, we go here and find reactor, gravity generator, large reactor. I guess I could put a small reactor out here. Although, I mean, if I'm taking one apart, I suppose putting it back together again. Large reactor, hey? Yeah, needs an awful lot. Small reactor for a station or a ship. Well, see, I think a small reactor will actually power what we're doing just fine. I'm pretty sure. So, although we are going to be moving all of the components anyways. So, yeah, let's just go large reactor. Shall we? And of course they are truly large. Right there in the very corner. Alright. Let's start throwing her together, shall we? Yeah, I completely forgot about that. See, that's the problem with the kind of survival game where you actually have to think. You can get caught off guard quite easily. So yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be doing for the next while, is transferring all the parts from that other reactor to this one. So, but I think, guys, that's probably long enough for the episode. So I'm going to finish the reactor. Once it's done and powered up, that should give us power for our refinery, which, whatever it produces, I can split the refined uranium between the two. Ooh. I need steel plates? Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is just going to be me making lots and lots of trips between that reactor to destroy it for components and our new reactor. So, but there you go. I hope that there was a little more light to be able to see what's going on. Hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. And until next time, well, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.